Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I wanted to make a video about Block One keeping their promises and just being transparent and being open and being honest and just being the biggest community member, being the biggest contributors, being the people pushing the technology envelope the furthest. I mean, they're literally doing a majority of the work, even though the community is picking up the slack and starting to engage in a way that is going to be symbiotic with Block One and make EOS into the powerhouse that it was designed to be. We still are looking to Block One, and many people have been criticizing them from the very beginning, almost as soon as the audit was over, because you got to think the token sale at the time went past the bull run of Bitcoin when Bitcoin peaked just below 20,000 in like 2017. You know, EOS was still relatively low in price and didn't actually reach an all-time high till 4 or 5 months later. And so it was building up. It was gaining a ton of money building up to the launch, versus following the Bitcoin bull run. And you know, there was a lot of people who immediately started criticizing Block One because the price was going down and like all that stuff after it. And you know, meanwhile they had an audit being arranged and being set up and being conducted to be able to go through everything that happened through that year of the token sale. And you know, for them to be able to go through every piece of data, all the documents, all of the pieces that were requested that are relevant to the case, that would either exonerate them or, you know, prove everybody what everybody was suspecting, which was fraud. And, you know, it turned out they ended up doing a very thorough job. It took them a couple years, and they came to the conclusion that they did nothing wrong. They were completely transparent about it. You know, they had like 800 megabytes of data, just tons and tons of banking statements and all kinds of transaction histories, where all the tokens wallet came from and went to for the token sale. And so there was no being on the blockchain and everything, there was nowhere to hide. If you were doing something wrong and you were conducting a token sale that was fraudulent, and you were buying your own tokens or getting somebody else to buy tokens for you so you could make more money on the side, and, you know, Block One already had 10% of the tokens, so their audit found that there was nothing. They found they didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, every time we just get more and more information to take away FUD from the haters, and more they dwindle down to a smaller and smaller group of talking points and different FUD pieces that they have to put out in order to protect their own investments that are guaranteed losers. And you know, we're seeing that play out now, especially because, I mean, what more do they have? EOS is a perfect investment as far as regulations, technology, timing, opportunity, price, ease of use. You know, it's relatively easy to get EOS tokens. I mean, this is just, it's the best thing, and a lot of people are not taking advantage of it, and that's, you know, on them. So I just want to put that out there, just how transparent Block One has been and how useful all of the things they're doing are and have been. And, you know, the haters are just going to keep hating, and this audit just proves that Block One has been transparent. They've been open with the community. They've done what they said they're going to do. They've kept their promises. You know, the next steps are in place, and you got to think how many different pieces are moving at the same time in their company and trying to run a business like that, having all the working parts, like Bullish. Bullish is its own company underneath Block 1, so it's not like they're working on EOS, trying to upgrade EOS protocol, and then part of the day and then some of the day they're working on Bullish. Like, there's an entire dedicated team whose full-time job is just Bullish, and there's a separate entire dedicated team in a whole different company that's just dedicated to pushing the EOS protocol and making it better and adding features to it and all those types of things. And we see those rollouts, and then the block producers upgrade the network type of thing. So I don't really see any negativity going on anywhere other than the fact that the token price has been low for a number of years in an accumulation phase, gearing up for like stratospheric parabolic rises. That's the only thing you can say negative about EOS. There hasn't been one single thing from the technology standpoint or geopolitical standpoint of EOS in the space that would make it anything other than being great. So people not paying attention to that are just part of the crew that's missing out in a big way. So I just want to put that out there. Stoffel Baker out.